What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Jusballout podcast. I'm Just Nix.
I'm Jay Red.
AB.
What's good, fellas?
What's goody? Glad to be back. The
I
Lakers.
ask you this every time. How's the weather, man? What's it looking like? Because we happy to see blue skies at 35 right now. So
yeah.
In the A, right? That's what you want to know?
mm,
Oh, so in the A, man, right now it was like a smooth 60 today. But last week
Real
it
solid.
was perfect though. It was like 70, like 75.
J Ray, you hear him say you hear him talking down on 60-degree weather? No, you said he talking down the
He said it was
what I'm saying?
They forgot to cut our sky on in Detroit, man.
Oh my God.
It'd be so gloomy in here. It's like they forget to cut our lights and our sky on some days.
You know how we was raised, bro. You know the sky look kind of little bold all winter.
Oh, ball winter.
It's the truth, bro. Get a little bold. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
do.
it get a little different. You know where
That's big facts.
personalities get a little gloomy too. So you know, hey
Yes,
man,
they
That's
do.
real. That's real.
I still tell people even if I don't live in the city, I still stay in the city because I come in. You know me because I'm coming in and out, in and out. I be back and forth, dog. So
No, you for sure in and out.
it's still the city over here.
You see who I called when I needed a last minute flight advice.
Yeah, I'm gonna start my travel service in a minute.
Feel me?
So it's Thursday, 10:27 p.m. We just got done watching a future Eastern Conference Finals. If we get there, Philly and Brooklyn. It was not what I thought I was gonna see, but let's just say that, man, it's gonna be a real talkative Friday for the Stephen A's of the world and all the other sport analysts out there because it was a beatdown.
Oh, they got smoke. They got smoke.
Yeah, it was
Snooze fest.
it was a beatdown. It was and really, we got to start off with I guess. I thought we was gonna start off talking about Ben and him actually, ducking the fade, but I gotta go at my guy, one of my favorite players in the league, and really just favorite player period. My guy, the beard, man, James.
He looked funny today. He looked funny today in the light.
Mm.
And he got a history of doing that. Unfortunately, he got a history of doing that. When it be the big games, James just be like, they go play the Charlotte Bobcats, the Charlotte Hornets next week. 46, 14 assists, and 20 boards.
You coming at James kind of crazy right now, Art.
I thought Philly won the trade, and I don't want to be prisoner of the moment, so I won't. And I think they'll be all right.
See, I thought the other way. I honestly thought Brooklyn won the trade. I just was kind of caught up off watching them the last 5 games and them playing together. The previous 5 games we had tonight. They were playing so well. Like I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, they gotta, it seems like everybody knows their role from what I was seeing in the couple of games. But tonight was just one of them examples. If James, his jump shot's not falling, like his whole game kind of,
He's not as active when his offense ain't.
I feel like it was some other stuff too. Like he started looking for them fouls from jump. Like he just 4 possessions. Just looking at the ref with his arms up. Like, man, come on, them not good possessions. They coming down hitting threes. Like we down 12. You feel me? Like, come on.
And the turnovers he had were horrible. Oh my God.
Yeah, and I mean, Embiid shot like 10 free throws in the first quarter, 15 at halftime, or something ridiculous like that. Like, I mean, they really still have no answer for that. So, you know what I mean? So
they just started double teaming them, and could nobody else do anything. So they're gonna have to figure that out.
Harris has to wake up. Tobias Harris has to wake up, bro. That's ridiculous. Like he has.
He was looking real mediocre out there, bro.
He been looking real
That's what I'm
mediocre
saying.
out there.
I got you. I got you. But it was like seeing him on the floor with all these top 75 players. And I'm gonna say Joel, he's gonna be there soon. You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
if he healthy.
Kyrie was snubbed. He'll get there, on the next go round. But like watching him on that, watching Tobias on the floor with all them great players, man. It just didn't look like he was supposed to be out there. You know what I mean?
30 million a year.
He's supposed to be able to do something though. You know what I mean? I ain't asking you to be on a tier, but I'm asking you to still, as a third option, be able to be a good third option for us.
KD was cooking him. Him and
If Ben accepts his role
Ben.
properly, all. So what was his problem with Philly? They
want him to do too. They want him to do too much. He went to Brooklyn. He like, yeah, this is they just need a little bit something. You know what I'm saying?
I truly think Philly gave up on him, or he felt as that, once he felt like he no
Doc
longer
said them
had,
comments. Yeah.
yeah. After that, it was like, man, you know what I'm saying? It was done. He was done.
Listen, he ain't want to be over there with Embiid anyway, bro. Like either way it go, man, you can't. Either way it go, bro. Dude was ducking his fades. You know what I'm saying? He was ducking what he didn't know how to do. You know what I'm saying? Like as a coach, yeah, you want to figure out ways to help him with his talents, or help put him in a place where he can showcase his talents. But it's like when you got a team and your second best player can't do certain things as a second best player. I mean, his role got diminished a little bit. You know what I'm saying? By going to Brooklyn, he ain't gonna his numbers gonna look crazy though. That's what's so crazy about it.
Yeah, he don't have to be a main scorer now. He can rebound and assist and do that all day.
Yep.
He can be a Draymond low key.
He gonna be Draymond on steroids. Like
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right. It's easy. I want to say Brooklyn won the trade, but I also feel like Philly won in the trade because
they got the better talent over, but the fit might be better. Harden is still a top 10 player.
So Seth didn't have 24 tonight.
Seth is nice. I love Seth. He's a great. He did.
I mean, Drummond did a solid job with Embiid tonight.
No, Drummond had 3 in the first quarter. Get him out of here. Three fouls in a row. They go in the first quarter, bro. Get him out of here. He said, I said solid.
For Drummond.
And then I ain't even gonna do Drummond like that. Like he just boo-boo. You feel me? Like it's Embiid, bro. Like
it's Embiid. Yeah, you can't.
He's been doing that to Drummond since Drummond been in Detroit, though. They got a history. He always killed Drummond.
They were doubling him well, though. You could tell that bothered him. You would think, though, if Harden just left Brooklyn and then obviously being like they would both know each other's tendencies and the actions and sets they gonna run. And Philly just didn't guard a soul, and Seth kept being open. They were going at Maxey a little bit too, man. That was
not a little bit. They were seeking him out a little bit, like, dang, man.
Young ball in him.
Yeah,
it was young ball.
He did fly by and jump, and
Steph like, got him with the same move 3 times.
Then Kyrie came and got him the foul on the move. Like, bro, Max, you got to stay down, bro. These bets, like.
They know he jumping too.
The every time, like, yo, these bets. Maybe you got to stay down, stay disciplined, man.
Every time, but Harden is still a top 10 player. That they got. They didn't have to give up Maxey and Tobias, even though we just talked down about Tobias. But I don't know. We'll see.
Also, I think what I say when I say, what I mean when I say Philly won in the trade, even if they didn't win the trade. Harden game is better in space. Kyrie and Durant ISO and clog that up. They go elbow ISO all the time. Soon as Harden went to Philly and they kind of started spreading a little bit, he went right back to killing. He need a little bit of space for his style of play.
That's a good point. I like that point. The way
he really do.
Could be vice versa too, because I mean, obviously KD was hurt, so you can't really judge the Nets properly. But
True.
I know Kyrie, since Harden's been, he had a 50 ball the day before. They look like they're enjoying life without Harden or out there either. So maybe it's just a failed experiment on both sides. I don't know. Although,
Probably.
yeah,
I mean, it ain't too much they gonna be able to enjoy with Kyrie still
yeah.
playing home games. Like we still not even like we can leave out this game and be excited,
So he got 4 home games left.
but he ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like what's gonna happen in the playoffs? They already in like playing contention, so it's like,
And
Right.
if they play the Raptors, he can't play that game.
well, at least he gonna be able to, at least if they
And
is.
if they lose to the Raptors and go home, he can't play in that game either.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even think about that.
So like, yeah, depending on how the schedule works, he
Well,
could be
if they win the first one, they ain't got to play no more, right?
right. But if they play Toronto, Kyrie can't go to Canada right
Yeah, it's true. I forgot they still got they
now. Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if I'm Brooklyn,
You don't know, yeah.
still like we got this dub, but it's a lot of factors that still, haunting us a little bit because you
Yeah.
don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
And Miami and Milwaukee are still in the East as well. So
I ain't really worried about Miami like that.
For some
Yeah.
reason, I'm not.
I know why though, because they don't have that big star on their team. So that's probably like you're not as intimidated by them.
They
Man,
gonna take you to a good 7 games, but they're not going to win it.
yeah, they don't gotta get you over the hump yet. You know what I mean? They go.
So you saying the 19 Heat run to the finals was a fluke
You said the who?
when they went to the finals in 19?
Are you talking
You
about
saying
that bubble stuff?
yeah.
I ain't even gonna
That bubble
say
rap championship?
Oh, so it don't count for LA either.
I said the
Yeah,
bubble rap championship.
one of the toughest to win.
That was an AAU tournament, bro.
One of the toughest to win.
Easiest to win.
Mickey
Toughest.
championship.
Easiest, bro. You ain't got to travel.
Man, you locked in the bubble. You ain't get to
Locked
see
in the bubble.
nobody.
They in the resort, man. Come on.
Locked in the bubble. You don't get to see no fam. Love.
That's probably better for them. That's why some of them was playing out of their mind during the bubble.
Man, Paul George, everybody had mental health after the bubble. Come on, man.
But Paul George don't count,
man.
man.
The millions all day, man.
Bro, y'all acting like the bubble wasn't tough. Countless NBA dudes that spoke out and said that bubble was kind of tough, bro.
Yeah, because like some of them, like Paul Millsap, didn't have no windows in their hotel room, unlike Brian.
You gotta face adversity. That's tough. You feel me?
Come on, man.
God, bro. Listen, man. Them dudes is in there.
Paul Millsap don't produce like Brian. He can't.
In an empty gym, no pressure, no hecklers,
No travel.
Like, come on, man. Like, I can't. I can't.
So why it's only weak for LA? Like these were the circumstances for every team that was in the bubble.
You're right. That just don't mean it was hard though. That just means, it was a lax environment, man.
How? Bro, TJ Warren was having 50. They was comfy. Like
that's how you know it was relaxed, man.
No, I think that is. I think that it was kind of good. You feel me? Because bubble just had people hooping. Like it was
Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell, bro. They are. I'm sorry. They are great players, but they not doing that in a playoff environment. In the crowd going nuts. They had 50 both. Like, come on, bro.
You saying they was in an open run for the NBA Finals?
It was like LA Fitness out there.
Yeah, they was out there. Come on, bro.
Look like them YouTube runs in the summer at Rico Hines.
Yeah, bro. Like think about it, bro. The way they was dropping 50s. We should talk about that. Bro.
They locked in. Yeah. They was locked in. They was in rhythm. They was getting shots up.
Real locked in. No pressure.
Didn't Karras have something crazy in the bubble too? Didn't he have a crazy game? I feel like he had a 40 or 50 burger too. I could be wrong. I'll check up on that. Dame was going crazy in there too.
Dame like that though.
But Dame do that.
Dame like that though.
That's just what he do. You know what I'm saying?
So right now you get one pick. I think it's gonna be them and them. Who comes out the East right now today?
Today?
Today.
I mean, shit, you got to go with the hottest thing smoking. I mean, I don't know.
But you worried about Kyrie and the vaccine and
I'm
stuff.
still Milwaukee, dog.
I was about to say I gotta lean towards them right now. Still, like Giannis still got that. He put that fear of God in him right now. Like
He just don't care, bro.
he don't. You feel me?
He
He
concerns me.
You know what else scares me about Milwaukee is Bobby Portis is suddenly like an all NBA second team player all of a sudden.
He been like that. He just getting unleashed. He been
He
like that.
blocking shots, rebounding, hitting triples like that. They gonna be a tough out for sure. The East gonna be crazy.
It's like they got a type, bro. They go out get the tall shooters that's gonna hustle, help you on D.
You
Giannis
got Giannis
promoting.
coming through, so you need shooters everywhere.
Man.
Then it seemed like Drew is playing even better this year. Like his numbers is crazy this season.
He just settled in and got comfy. He didn't got comfy over there.
He like Rip Hamilton. He just puts up quiet numbers every night. You just like damn. Rip had 22 and 6 tonight. It didn't look like it.
He was bad, some of them playoff games. Well, at least shooting numbers wise, you know what I mean.
But he do everything else though.
Right. So I'm saying I think now that he found his rhythm and he clicking and they got his role, he done did a year with them and they all more comfortable and the chemistry is there. I think it's them boys gonna be looking nasty again in the playoffs, in my opinion. Philly.
I like Philly. They got the tools to do it.
Man. They do.
They just gotta find a way to put it all together. Yeah.
Philly got the tools.
I think they got enough to compete for sure.
Good tool though. They need some outside shooting, bro.
They gave up Seth.
Like, bro, you got like nobody to like. I mean, yeah, you got the floor spread it, but now you're dependent on Tobias to knock down. You dependent on like Tyrese is not
which is crazy.
It's not a knockdown shooter. He's downhill guard. I mean, you got Cork Mines coming off the bench. I don't even think he's on the floor tonight.
I'm about to say barely.
I ain't seen. He's been playing better, but he's not. In the playoffs, you ain't worried about
I'm just talking about just possible shooters.
Right.
Like that concerns me to a certain extent. But the game gonna slow down. To a certain extent, like where threes are not so prevalent, like where we not just dependent on it. In the playoffs, but. I don't know.
Imagine if the Nets had Joe Harris too instead of like Bruce Brown out there, who played well today. But
and you know what's crazy, Art? Now that you say that, if Joe was over there, that would be crazy because I don't think Joe is like he doesn't play well when he's the number one shooter.
Oh no. You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You be like he like how JJ was when he was with the Clippers, bro. He used to piss me off. You know what I'm saying? And you know how I am about Chris Paul, bro. I'm like, bro, Chris Paul supposed to have like 25 assists tonight. You know what I'm saying? All his trail threes, in and out. I'm like, man, you ain't doing your job, bro.
Sidebar, just think about how old we get that like at the end of the bench is always like the old guy that's like now for the Nets and it's like Millsap and Blake Griffin. I'm like, oh my goodness, man.
I feel at Blake like, damn, he can't touch the floor no more.
He the old vet that come out and do the hand daps after the timeouts and tell everybody good job. It's crazy, dog.
Good minutes.
Art, that's your man.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, look, we not gonna go there. But like, all I'm gonna say, look, I'm gonna hit you with this, and we ain't gonna talk about it too much. Even C. Webb played with bad knees all the way.
Come on.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Blake
C. Webb
type of skill, huh?
Yeah, no. C. Webb had more game than Blake. I give you. C. Webb was cold though. I think C. Webb was
skill.
Blake got skill though, but he was also a little more reliant on his athleticism. C. Webb was
skill. Cause he learned how to stationary shoot a jump shot and he can.
Side topic then. When Brian becomes the number one scorer, is he gonna be the best scorer of all time?
I mean,
before we get into that,
you feel me?
Look, I'm just saying. Before we get to that, let's talk about let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't just about to just skim into them and just start talking about Mount Rushmores and all
Jordan
that.
won't get on the pod if they don't make the playoffs. I'm letting you know that
Yeah, he ain't gonna talk no more. You got Brian looked at old last night. The way EG hit him with the in and out and he did the
now.
turn.
You know how many people hit
He
me
was
up
looking
for
like he
that?
was looking for his, like he was looking for something in his wallet. Like he was looking for his ARP card or something. Like
ARP
the
card.
way he turned around.
Oh man.
My man's get shook one play, and it's the talk. Let my guy get shook. It's year 19.
If he did that to EG though, it would be everywhere though.
No, it wouldn't. People would have been, he Braun. That's what he's supposed to do.
That's all I'm gonna say though. He not making his case when he do stuff like he did last night though. I'm talking about as far as like
Passing up the game winner.
being that feared player, that feared vet. Like that's one thing Coben and Mike still had though. I don't think these young cats fear him, bro.
Bro,
Got
they
Jalen
wouldn't.
out. They out there talking. My man, what's his name? Cause I'm having a brain fart right now. I would have one.
For Houston?
Porter Jr. He walking it up, doing skips and stuff. Like, come on, bro.
Bro, they the last team in the West, bro.
What
Means you ain't supposed to lose to him, man.
Oh, you ain't
I
going
know
to-
we ain't supposed to lose to it, but I be walking it up doing skips. I don't feel like they might be skipping all year. We don't see them.
So you mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me you can see? You can see Jason Williams, white chocolate coming down the court in the early '90s, skipping the basketball after they just blew out the Bulls.
Yes.
Man, hell no, bro.
And it's a different time, bro. If they was playing right now, they would niggas be. I mean, people would be skipping right down the court, bro.
I think they don't really. They ain't not. When you the best player,
Reggie Jackson was doing it to him.
Reggie just do that though. Like it's not a thing he do.
Nah,
just
he do it for the Lakers though. He do it
Bro,
for the
I be
Lakers.
watching Reggie. He do it more than just the Lakers. Like y'all.
Yeah,
trying
he
to
got
single
a
my
little
guys
special.
out.
He got a little special little. You know, he put a little extra in it when they play in LA though.
He had
when
one
you play
good game.
well, you gonna know with him. You know.
Reggie will have a loud. Whatever he score, it can be loud. You feel me?
I'll give Brown a pass because he did just had a 56 ball on Golden State on the weekend.
He had to pull that out his ass.
You feel me on your guys? I know you a Warriors guy.
I gave him nothing but credit, but then he tried to get cute, take the Spurs game off L. Then you get it.
It's me.
You gotta rest that thing, man.
You feel me?
You gotta rest
Little
that thing.
inflammation, all right?
You gotta rest that thing, Art. You know his hips and his legs and his knees and everything.
You tried to say my man wasn't top 5 still, though, bro.
I said he was 6 instead of 5, bro. Y'all.
Cause I'm gonna say this though, cause. Can he legitimately be top 5 and they losing bad, bro? Can we still say he top 5?
Bro, Art had Steph at number 1 and he didn't make the postseason. So what?
They was over 500 at least. They wasn't getting beat by 90 every game. And he ain't had no help. No
Okay.
Clay. He got
No
Russ out.
AD.
They was weak before AD got hurt. I'm sorry to tell
They
you.
wasn't this week. They wasn't this week, though.
I don't know,
Hell.
Bro,
man.
what?
He still got Russ. I mean,
Yawn. Come on, bro. Russ.
Listen, man, I'm concerned about Russ, man.
For what? Play
He
better, Russ.
he checked out. He
We
mentally
gotta stop,
checked.
bro. We gotta stop saying that. Play better. Maybe he can.
So then you got to take the criticism that come with that.
When you make that much money.
He made me mad the other night, though.
Why?
I'm
With
like,
the-
don't take the easy route out with that.
Yeah.
You started talking about people been calling you West Brick. You know what I'm
He
saying?
frustrated.
Like,
That-
look, this is my thing about and I ain't trying to get educational, but this is the thing about life. Just like what we was talking about, cuz like you not gonna have everything
Nope.
in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I was 6'8". You feel me? But God gave me a hairline. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's like
That's real. That's real.
Got to
Yeah.
give and take.
gotta give and take. Like,
And you said for 45 M's, you You cool with being called Westbrook?
Man,
What?
what?
You coming in with the T-shirt on that say Westbrook, shooting the brick?
Man,
So you think my daddy gonna come in there and gonna say something? Hey son, you telling him to stop playing with the Nixon last name. Pops is in the mansion with his toes.
you feel me?
With his toes, nicely done. Like, what, like
They
you gonna,
calling you Brixton, but you don't even care, huh?
don't, nigga, you can say whatever,
Bro,
Yeah.
first of all, Russ, like for how hard he go on the media and reporters and how he really tries to berate reporters sometimes. Like one, you haven't made no friends in the media industry right now with that. Two, I mean, as much as you hate it, Skip Bayless gets paid to have an opinion. His opinion on your play, which has been subpar, is that, you know, he's criticizing your play. That's fair criticism. Russ, all of this will go away if you play better. When you was triple double man, MVP, scoring title, you didn't hear nobody saying Westbrook. You was playing well. You not playing well. Now you getting criticized. You can't only have the positives of being Westbrook. Oh, top 75, one of the best point guards ever, triple doubles, all this. Yeah, some negatives come with that too. When you don't play well, it's your fault. You get criticized. Heavy is the head that wear the crown, bro.
especially
Sorry.
when you top 75, bro. Like
Yeah.
people want that crown, and you got it. You up there, so you gonna get the criticism, bro. And you're in a big market. You in your hometown.
Not
Like,
yeah.
come on now, like you
And he be
know what-
rocking the baby, talking crazy. Yo,
That's
people like
it's
Russ,
the
they're
same
coming for
thing.
you.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing. You doing this, it's the same thing. People talking to you, like it's the same thing.
They brought up that article again from 6 years ago, and Durant went to the Warriors, and he like posted the picture of the cupcakes, talking about Durant. They even, and I know y'all saw Pat Bev tweet from earlier in the season, because
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
remember when he said Pat Bev, he said, man,
Tricking y'all.
he must be a magician out here. Then.
That man ain't gonna miss a chance.
I thought that was hilarious, dog. I thought that was hilarious.
Because Pat knows that he's not above Russell, but he don't care. He gonna slide his jab in.
Off rip. And he lucky Dame and him taking a high road because I'd have been talking a little more crazier at that.
Dame and like they 40 games below 500 too, so Dame unfortunately can't. But
yeah, I'm just saying, you feel me? Dame and been out, so you know. What I'm saying?
I mean, it's tough for them. But if I had, I'm gonna ask y'all this though, right? So currently, the Lakers are in ninth right now, behind the Clippers. I want to say almost about 3 games.
No, it's 5.5.
Five and a half. Yeah, you got it.
They behind the Clippers 5.5 games.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I tried to give them a benefit of the doubt, do some quick math, but Art.
So we finishing ninth this year, then, huh?
Clippers have won 7 of 10. The Lakers have lost 8 of 10.
Yeah.
And they have the worst remaining schedule to go. But I don't think they'll fall past. They might fall past New Orleans, but they won't fall past Portland.
I mean,
We ain't
they're
falling
gonna
past
have to play a play-in game because everybody got legitimately almost 18 to 15 games left. Ain't like I don't see them making a crazy run.
Right.
If they ain't made it yet, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see it. So most than likely they're gonna be in the play-in game. Do y'all see them coming out?
Oh, we gonna get into that post.
Of the playing game?
Yeah, are they gonna make it to the playoffs? How are they playing?
Oh, we gonna get in that postseason.
Cause I
don't even. What are you thinking about, Art? Brian? Not we.
Is AD gonna be back by then? That matters.
I'm gonna say. All right, if the Lakers got, I'm assuming 18, 17 games left. He got hurt about 2 weeks ago.
He was 4 weeks from the All-Star game, which was Valentine's Day weekend or before. So he
he probably come back in about 2 weeks.
Right around that time, yeah. So yeah, if they have AD, then yeah, Minnesota and the Pelicans, those are super young teams. They ain't been there before. They could one game them for sure.
No, you be rooting for Minnesota.
I like
Them,
Minnesota.
yeah, they're my dogs, man. Cause
Art Art is that's why we love him on this show. He is NBA League Pass. So you know what I'm saying? If the primetime game is on, he's gonna watch Charlotte and he gonna watch Charlotte and
oh yeah, for sure.
OKC or something just to
Yep.
check out,
I was watching Kings Nuggets the other day,
he gonna do
for
some
sure.
scouting. He gonna do some scouting.
Got to.
So I got this thing actually, and everybody who a Laker fan somehow tells me I got to get over this, but I root for everybody that the Lakers got rid of for AD and
So
Russ.
you root for Washington right now?
I root for Tatum because we should have drafted. I root for D'Lo, Ingram, even Kuz now
But
pulling for it.
Tatum never was on the Lakers, bro.
He should have been. He should have been, bro.
That would have been crazy.
But we would have just traded him anyways for Anthony Davis, man.
I don't know. Brown might have kept Tay Tay.
Come on.
Been out of there.
I don't know. He might have shipped Ingram, Kuz, all that. I think Brown ain't crazy. He'd have looked over there like, no, we're gonna keep this one, you know?
I mean, I don't know, but man, speaking of Tatum, Tatum been playing his
Man,
lately, dog.
video game numbers.
He been playing his
I think Jason Tatum is a top 5 player in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, of course.
He on a tear right now. I'm just trying to think of everybody. I don't know. That's tough.
Maybe.
You got Reed,
Giannis,
Harden, Giannis, Durant,
KD,
DeRozan.
DeRozan. He having a great season, bro. DeRozan having. I stopped myself. I said DeRozan having a great season.
You feel me? Come on, Art.
Don't you do that. Don't do that. He's talking about video game numbers.
Yeah, are you better respect Rose?
DeRozan. He had you out there.
Don't do that. You hear him, dog?
I stopped myself.
Man, he was about to
Hey,
go
me and Art got this. We got this inside joke running because I wanted when the Lakers and DeRozan could have made that happen. I was pulling for that to happen. Art was telling me, "No, you wrong, bro. We don't need DeRozan." So now that when DeRozan killed, we always had this little inside joke. I just shoot him a text like, "Hey, bro,
Hey, but just to
you ain't want DeMar, dog."
To Art's defense, man, it's just like, yeah, D-Ro was getting his numbers over there was in San Antonio.
Saying he ain't gonna look like that with Brian.
Brian let him cook.
No, I'm saying we didn't know. Like it's a resurgence for him. You know what I'm saying?
He was not doing this in San Antonio.
See, but
I'm sorry.
I just knew that Pop just, that ain't the system for him, bro.
It was a little held. He was held back a little bit, huh?
Yeah, Pop is a team first guy. He like DeMar still got the wiggle, but he out there, he had him averaging 7 assists a game, and we got to get Eubanks involved and stuff. Jakoperto playing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't really had nothing to work with. He come over there. He immediately step into Levine. He got Vooch. You know what I'm saying? He got some pieces, and now he can get to his midday special, mid-range gangster pull up pat.
So obviously, we ain't talking about all time because Tatum's way younger, but going into the playoffs, if you get to draft a team for a playoffs, and for whatever reason, forget who else is on your team, your pick is up, and you got DeMar and Tatum on the board to go into the playoffs with. You picking DeMar over Tatum?
Right now.
Yes.
This moment.
To go into the playoffs, yes. Yes. Them as they are right now. I ain't talking about 5-10 years.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
That's a real tough question right there. Because this is like, to a certain extent,
DeRozan definitely had a better season. He's had a better season than most people.
They both have moments where I just be like, all right.
I might have to go DeMar. And the only reason I say DeMar is this. I feel like, if Tatum broke, what he gonna do for me? Is he giving me all the support in that DeMar is giving me? You know what I'm saying? Them supporters,
You
them.
don't really see too many games that DeMar just broke because he gonna go with what he got.
He's shooting all
You know
deuces.
how to get to his spot though.
You know what
You
I'm saying?
feel
Like
me?
he's
Like,
gonna go like, shadow boxing Tatum. You know what I'm saying? I call he be shadow boxing out there.
oh yeah.
Cause he be out there doing all workout moves. Like he be looking just like the demonstration video. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he overdo it.
He do.
And I just be wanting them to just, all right, bro, watch KD. Make it simple. Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
get
boom.
more efficient with your
He's
movement.
starting to get
Like,
there.
he is.
He's
He
starting to
is.
turn that corner. He's
I
starting to.
agree.
Starting. I just need to see more. That's all. You know what I mean? I just need more. I need more consistency out of him. I mean, it's a good time to be, picking it up right now because we are going into the playoffs, and they made a crazy run. I think
Playoffs gonna be crazy in the East. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
They in fifth now, so I mean, like, they make some improvements. So I mean, it really has been a surprise to me how good the East has been this season. Just you know, it's definitely been better than the West. I mean, it's some teams that's in the East.
West is top heavy for sure.
Yeah, West is top heavy, and it's some teams that legitly like if Denver, Denver would still be in the top five, but
Yeah, no, Denver and Dallas actually. I know they got popped up today, but they've been playing with Memphis been balling too.
that's gonna be interesting, man. Memphis scares me because it's just like they playing so well, but to me, it kind of feel like they can have one of them moments where they could.
A team gonna figure out how to make Ja night tough every night, and then somebody else, Bane or Jaren, is who they're gonna have to. They're just so young. They gonna run into a team like a veteran team.
Yeah.
That's just gonna
like
when the game slow down.
I can see the Lakers beating them in a 7-game series.
Yeah.
In a 7-game series. Nah,
I see that. If you see them in a regular season, yeah, Memphis just gonna run the Lakers out the gym. But
they're gonna run them out the gym. But
when the playoffs and the shit slow down and you get scouting reports for real and tendencies.
Also, Memphis lacks. We was just talking about Philly. They don't have an outside shooting either. So like, even as good as they are, I feel like they still get stagnant sometimes. Like if Ja ain't hitting off that pick and roll a little bit.
But he gonna get wherever he want to, cuz.
I know, but I'm saying some nights it's not falling for him. And then I feel like
see that's my whole point though. This is where I gotta disagree with you on this on one point. And I ain't mean to cut you off. The reason why I'm disagreeing with you is because I just feel like when James come off the pick and roll, he ain't always going downhill. He might come back, you know what I'm saying? He might go back north, you know what I'm saying, to actually going south. You know what I'm saying? Rather than Ja. When Ja come off that pick and roll, yeah, he's been coming off of it going straight to the basket and scoring. He leading the lead in paint points. But he can still find dependable shooters. Like Desmond Bane is a top 15 3-point percent shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like he can still facilitate. You get what I mean? Like I don't feel like when James is like off, like who is he gonna like? I don't see Tobias making open shots. I can see, and I hate to say this, I can see Desmond Bane and Dylan Brooks and all these characters.
Once you get past Bane, I don't know where your shooting comes from. Jaren
can
yeah,
shoot.
I was just about to say Jaren would be the next shooter. Like
I'm kind of mad they gave up Grayson Allen. That was
Melton.
Melton cool. You feel me? Melton cool.
Mel got game. Tell J Red. Tell him.
I never said he didn't have a game. I've never said he didn't have a game. Art just hyped him one time, and I'm like, bro.
So he was like, so J Red said, man, he said, Art, cut some Melton highlights. So I had to pick the worst highlight tape of all time. Dog. It had his misses in there. I don't even know who made this video.
He didn't like Melton too Yeah. I don't think he was Melton's friend.
I was about to legit hit Melton. I'm like, bro, you need a new highlight, man. I got you, dog. I can do you better than this, man.
Knicks, it was so funny. We was debating. You know how we have our random talks. We debating. Or, we just talk about random people who got game that, ain't out really. Name ain't just getting thrown out there. Or like, man, I'm watching D'Anthony Miller. He hooping like I was watching. So, we going and talking at Art make one of his outlandish art statements. And I'm like, bro, what? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, pull up some D'Anthony Miller highlights then. Who did you say he was better than or something? We was talking about
that's
something.
What I want to hear.
I can't remember what I said.
Yeah, we were talking about something.
I said he need his own team or something like that. I know I said so.
You gotta relax. That man is a certified backup. Like,
you know how Art take it one step too far.
Chucky
That's the dark-skinned Fred VanVleet over there. They don't even know it.
Chucky Atkins.
Oh, no.
Come on, dog. Don't play like Chucky didn't have a clip. Like, Chucky wasn't a solid backup.
Chucky started for them Stones for a minute hooping.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't do that.
I used to think that was Chauncey Billups sometimes. I'm like, bro, why he look like that? But no.
You'd be like, so nice when Chauncey might have sat out. But they ain't took Chauncey out yet.
Damn, Chauncey looking weak as hell tonight, man. What's going on?
All you got to do is pay attention to them. Chucky started, he was bow-legged a little bit.
You're right. You'd be like, oh, no, that's just Chuck out there.
You get that quick pull-up.
You remember when he played for the Lakers when Cole did his James Harden and tried to get his own team and deeply regretted it? Had Chucky out there and
I thought that
Brian Grant.
That was them smushy years. That was the smushy years, wasn't it?
Well, Chucky didn't last long, so that's why Smush did. Yeah, it was Chucky in the Smush. Chuck didn't last too long.
Smush, I feel bad for Smush. I feel like he was
X'd him out the league.
Yeah, he was just getting.
Imagine you make it to the NBA. You realize your dream. Make it to the NBA. You playing, starting for the Lakers.
Kobe Bryant's your teammate.
And he hoeing you every night.
They say never meet your heroes.
that is a bad feeling, bro. When you just like, bro, that's like playing for MJ or LeBron.
And it's just the worst thing of all time.
Like so if I went to the league and LeBron hated me, I would feel some type of way. I spent my whole life rooting for this man.
And he don't like you.
Defending you in arguments. And I get to the league and you hoeing me. I'm like, bro.
But the one good thing, at least with the Lakers, though, they said Kobe didn't really get along with nobody. When he tore his Achilles, they said that was the first time any of his teammates ever went to his house before. I couldn't believe it.
Fish got 5 rings with him and never been in his man's crib.
I've always heard that about Cole, though, bro.
Because Cole be up at 2 a.m. in the gym while everybody out partying. So he ain't for making friends.
Dude just wired. He was wired different.
Which actually, hold on, I gotta say one more thing. Did y'all hear that clip when Harden was talking about he had practice in the morning, but Meek and Dirk was in his house at his studio, and he couldn't miss it.
Was it Little Baby?
Little Baby,
yeah. All right, I got something to say on this. What time of year was it? Like, this wasn't playoffs or nothing. This was just game 23 or something of the season.
What you mean? Oh, when he said that.
I'm asking, you feel me? Because, I mean, how many times is he going? I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm a hooper and I get the commitment, but how many times is he going to be able to get that session like that, And he didn't he went right to the gym and worked out. Like, it's not like he missed or nothing. It wasn't irresponsible or negligence on his part. He went and got his work in. Like, he never, so what? Why are we tripping on what he did hours previous to his workout when he still went and got that work put in?
I guess the optics look bad because, he always shows up out of shape at the beginning of the year. He be hurt all the time or something like that. So it don't, I guess it just don't sit right.
But he also, scored 60 like 9 times that year.
Yeah, bro.
So.
But I mean, like we said.
Then he ghosted the playoffs again.
If
then
LeBron was to never win you know what I'm saying? If he was to after losing 2011, if he never came back and won a championship, we'd look at everything he does and be pinpointing on that. Why is he on this commercial? He needs to just focus on basketball.
Yep.
Like it's gonna
Yep.
be something. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna find something.
Yep. You're right.
It's just like, all right.
I
There's
actually
no way
hate when
that you
people
can
do
have
that.
rapper friends, like real rapper friends, and not be like in that lifestyle to a certain extent. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, why would a rapper want to hang around you, an athlete? You know, I mean, of course they probably want their life, but I mean, because it's like, you know, the basketball player, rapper life, they all want to, you know. But I'm
One of
just
the same.
saying, like, personality wise, on an everyday basis, for you to want to hang out with a rapper, you live some type of way
Anyways,
like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look,
Also,
that scrutiny ain't gonna never stop until he perform in the playoffs or he go far or whatever. So I mean, it is what it is with that one.
and since we on this topic, I hate when the fans do that. Like NBA players can not be people because they play basketball. Like people yell at Dame, "Why you got an album out, man?" You know what I'm saying?
you
Dame,
ain't
like,
made the finals.
yeah, Dame. Like I think y'all don't understand how much time we actually have on our hands after we work out and have all our stuff done for the day.
So what you rather me do, bro?
Yeah,
I don't have a game for the next 2
What will
days.
make you happy, bro? You know what I'm
I've
saying?
gotten all my lifting workouts and everything and film and eating my meals. And now what am I supposed to do?
They did a whole Last Dance film. Like Jordan was staying up to 6 a.m. every night smoking cigars, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta win. That's the
That's all.
formula to everything. You gotta win, bro. Like
Winning cures all.
it cure everything. So just win. Like that's the best way to solve it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, man. I think the playoffs gonna be exciting, bro. You know, I'm glad we back potting again.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? I think it's a lot of good basketball coming up. So we need to, you know, we definitely need to
Locked in.
we need to lock in and watch it because I'm excited now. Like it's like we never been to a point in a long time where we was like we don't have a clear cut MVP. You know, everybody got their different philosophies on what they think an MVP should be right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like you know,
Who is
everybody.
y'all MVP? Who is y'all MVP?
I mean, I'm gonna go with Embiid just because the record is better. You feel me? Like I know what everybody talking about because Jokic having a hell of a season, like the stuff that he's just doing out there. But I just feel like I mean, he got his. You know what I'm saying? And B having a hell of, ain't like you can just say he's not having an MVP season and they got a
Yeah.
better record. How can you not just not give it to him? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying like ain't nothing that Jokic doing that he ain't doing. So like let's just take the positive and the negative and it's more positive. That's what I
Besides, yeah, MB would probably be my pick too. Giannis would, I think, the only other choice, but the fact the Sixers pretty much been down,
love
being
Jokic
all.
though, bro.
Yeah, no, Jokic is up there too,
Yeah.
but sick. And then Denver ain't had nobody either because Porter got hurt early and Jamal ain't suited up all year, and they.
Yeah.
So I think they both, and I think as we were talking earlier, Demar in that too, because they only a couple games behind. So the East is so close, depending on who ends up top. Could be it. But
I
yeah, like you
think,
said, there's no clear cut.
yeah, I was about to say, for a long time I was riding the Joker wave on this, but I do think it's hard to say no, this guy over Embiid, you know what I'm saying? Because he do lead the league in scoring. He done had 40 and 10 plus times this year already. You know what I'm saying? Like they're winning, like even before James was over there, like they're
They was
still,
already top
yeah,
two. You know
you
what I'm
know what
saying?
I'm saying? So like
But it was a
he's
good
been
point.
killing. Yeah, he's been killing it. So
It's not, and it's like I don't know. Sometimes we value we value players because I think all right, just like how we was talking about with Ben Simmons, right? Like
mhm.
he's going over to Brooklyn, it's a better situation for him. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all these guys are NBA players, bro. You know what I'm saying? So every season we get a new like analysts and media members and anybody that's watching basketball, they get a different opinion every year on players. You know what I'm saying? So we just saying, oh, Monte Morris is not good. Will Barton is not good.
Yeah,
Aaron
yeah.
Gordon is not good. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
They've been Gordon been playing really good this year.
they solid players. So you mean to tell me, like, yeah, Tobias is a little bit better than Aaron Gordon, but he ain't 10 times better than Aaron Gordon.
No,
Like,
No,
that's
you're
all I'm
not.
saying. Just like,
I might actually take Aaron Gordon over
I was just
Tobias.
about to say, you
I'm
shake
just
them up,
saying.
shake their names up in the hat and pull one out. You got about the same player to read.
Nah, get me Gordon, bro.
That's all
He
I'm
gonna,
saying. Like, I'm just saying, like, I think we just get so hyped off stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Just because, all right, they still had a solid team, bro. And I think we don't give Michael Malone enough, just do like, yeah, Nikola is great, but Michael Malone installed that confidence in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was a late round pick. You know what I mean? He was a late pick.
which is crazy.
He gave him the basketball. You know
It
what I'm
ain't
saying?
that crazy though.
They
Art.
they had Nurk too, and
Yeah,
they thought he was gonna be the
Texas
big of the
drafted him
future.
first.
They thought Nurk was a big of the future. And then they was like, nah, we just gonna roll with Joker instead.
Yeah.
It ain't that crazy to me, Art, because how Yoke say he used to be looking though. He like, man, I used to just ride horses and drink beer. Wait till I got to the US to get in shape. Like, yeah, you go second round. You know, chubby foreign guy, ain't athletic. Yeah, of course he got some skill, but you ain't, they didn't really know how skilled he was. You
You
know what
know
I'm
who we
saying?
need to have on the pod? Whoever was the scout that said draft him. Because when you first saw Jokic looking like he looked, like you said, he not an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way the scout was sitting there like future MVP right here.
But when
Future
you
MVP.
watch him play though, his IQ alone
Oh, it's
just
crazy.
blow
Oh,
you
it's
away.
crazy.
You like, damn.
He's crazy, bro. He did a move last night against Sacramento. I was
That
like,
was a travel. But
damn.
he cold.
You said he traveled?
He traveled.
Nah, he ain't travel.
He MVP and European, so they'll let him get away
He
with it.
put him in a blender.
He got that footwork.
Oh no, his pivot spin is out cold, man.
And you know what?
And he wide and long with it too. He can
I
get
seen
on
him for
way
the
over there.
first time do an All-Star up close, and I'm just like, he doesn't look like I know he lost weight and everything, but like, still when you look at him on TV, you be like,
He got a Paul Pierce body.
he got a poor body, but and I seen him up close, like, dog, give me Hooper vibes. Like, he's a Hooper.
Right. Right.
Like being like seeing him like up and close, I'm like, yo, he a Hooper. You can just tell like the way he moved. Like, he a big kid, bro. Like, he a big kid. He a big Hooper. Like he man, listen.
Oh.
He cold.
Yeah, he is.
Cold. And then it's like, I think I was watching Gilbert Arenas podcast, and he was just talking about like how the how the European players is like international players are just taking over and everything, and it's American of us to like make excuses and be like, yeah, man, them kids is they going to basketball academies and you know what I'm saying, which it is kind of advantage because they like all right, say for instance like them kids that's like Pascal Siakam and them that like go to the African borders and they just learning basketball at an older age, but they learning it from scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they like learning fundamentals and like they learning like the true essence of basketball.
Yeah.
At a later age, so they comprehending it a little bit different. Like, and all they doing is playing basketball.
I was about to say the reps too. They just do it.
They be pro at 13 over there.
Yeah, but then you got a kid like that concerns me. This concerns me. Then you got a kid like Mikey Williams, right? Where like,
Thought you was gonna say Killian Hayes.
He play international too, but I'm just saying, I'm just talking about like American kids that's like, supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, like really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been talking about Mikey Williams since he was like in 8th grade or whatever, right?
Right.
Like, we be hyping these cats so early, like
Imani.
And I want him to be great, like Imani. Like, I want all these kids to be great. Like, I hope they're great. But I just feel like
it's a lot of pressure.
We take the best parts of them too early. Like,
I think a lot of it is this too. Like, AAU culture is highlighted. but AAU culture is like, that's where all the highlights is coming from. And they fill the gym up and you on the circuit and these pages is
They
following
learn
you.
bad basketball habits from that too,
That's
though.
what I'm saying. Ain't no structuring and no help defense. It's all ISO. You ain't like, then you go and you have to play actual basketball, and it's not just about the highlights, and it's an adjustment. Like whereas overseas,
They
they're
play team ball from
they're
jump.
actually professional basketball players at 14, even if it's in the second or third tier league over there.
They
They're
learn how
playing
to
for,
play.
you feel me? They're actually playing for a big club. All the overseas dudes say it's way easier to score in NBA. It's so spread out. It's so isolation based. Overseas really is a team game. You got help defense. They really packing in a game plan. And like Luka said, it's way easier to score over here. He like everybody spread out defense of 3 seconds, man. It's so
He out there
isolation.
schooling them.
Yeah, he like it's way easier to score in the US. Like,
Like Luca hoop, like he didn't play a couple years, had some kids. Like I'm saying, just the way he be like, he don't look his age out there. I'm talking about just hooping against everybody else, like taking his time. Like he walking you down on fadeaways. Like he
yeah.
walking you down on the fadeaway from the 3 point line all the way down. He's walking you down.
He for sure got Uncle back down game. Luca does.
Uncle, he got the back down game just out there, just like I'm like, yo,
Yeah. And I think like, so now they
But
doing
he's
that with
shifty
basketball.
too, though. When he finally faces you up, though, he can hit you with a little bing bing or step back and shoot because he is still 6'8".
step back is
He's special for sure. He's special for sure.
he's
But
special.
now look at dudes like, Giddy. Like I was reading some stuff on Giddy where he was just a young dude. Now he been around the
Fundamentally
game so
sound.
long. Yeah, like
Watch him play though. Watch him play though. Like he's fundamentally sound. Like coming off the pick and roll, he got the eye out. You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? But
IQ is off the show. Like he can see what's going on as opposed to all these other dudes. They be looking like this. Like Cam Thomas is cold. He gonna be a very solid pro, maybe if not better.
it's
But when
amazing
he
with the
but when he get out there, Cam
it's
Thomas
tunnel
is,
vision.
that's why Steve Nash, when everybody came into town, he just said, Cam, you on the pine now. We gotta win some ball games, baby.
yeah.
It's tunnel vision. Or he just FGA. You feel me? He's very good at scoring, but it's like that don't always equal the
When
best
you
basketball player.
yeah.
You feel me?
And you could tell like watching a player like John Morant. Like John Morant got both. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't just
Ace.
out there. Yeah, he athletic. He want to dunk on you. He want to make highlight plays. But
But
he's
he know what he doing.
He's smart. But you can tell he really,
And he wants to win.
taught how to play the game properly.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like
Y'all know what happened though. It was Darko and probably Andreas Bargnani just threw Americans' perspectives of international players off. Jan Vesely, like those guys. So after that, I remember when Luka was coming over, and there wasn't really a super big buzz, at least on the state side. Like,
yeah, he was talked about. But
yeah, he's talked about.
I think we were still kind of like, show me.
But Bagley went over him, for instance, and Aiden did too. And Aiden is obviously really good, but I'm pretty sure most people will take Luka over Aiden. So
And I mean, like, I don't know. I feel you because I was one of those show me with Luka. Like I thought he was too slow.
I think we all felt that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But we've been accustomed to seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Where we like, okay, he did that, but like this here though.
yeah.
I thought he had cement blocks on his feet, but he know how to use that.
Hey, overseas has adjusted now for sure.
Yeah. And to go back to what I'm saying, they do start you pros early. Like they talk about that in soccer a lot in the US. They don't go to college and play soccer. They go right to being pros over there, going to them academies, them farm systems for them professional teams, just like the basketball stuff. American soccer can't hold a light to international, soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Because them dudes way better. Like, all right, America's all right. We graduate high school, then we go do 4 years at college, U of M. Now, once I get out of 4 years, now I want to go be a pro. Yeah, this dude been a pro since he been 14. So now you 22 trying to start where he been at 14. He's been a pro for 8 years now. He You feel me? He's
Too
seasoned.
big of a gap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Bro,
too
it's like,
seasoned.
bro, these cats be like you give it like Ricky Rubio, like he ain't even come straight over. He wasn't even like hyped about coming. Like I'm gonna just play one more with my peoples. Come holler at y'all on the back end, all right? All right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's like like I give you another example. Like watching, like you could see the progression from watching Jalen Green in the beginning of the season to now.
Mhm.
Like, because in the beginning of the season, that was the reason why I was like, nah, I don't want to draft him. I'm straight. He don't know how to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing with Cade, which I thought like, yeah, Cade wasn't crazy highlights, but Cade knew how to play basketball. So I was like, we can't. What's the point of taking Jalen Green and put him on Detroit? That's not helping us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he a great player, but he just what else does he do besides his jumping
Shoot.
ability, shoot, whatever.
Done.
And he
Yeah.
really ain't nothing but a J.R. Smith. That's like, and that's not knocking J.R. Smith, but I'm just like, them are streaky basketball players. You know what I'm saying? Like we need a basketball player. Like you see Cade, when you look at Cade, you like he's a leader. He's gonna be able to lead us over the next couple of years. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to get his reps even more and more. My only thing is scary about him is just like Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant be looking at him like, hold on, brother, this
They
my
about to
team.
get him up out of there.
This my
Yeah.
team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though we need him to a certain extent, I just don't think he's gonna accept that 2-man role.
They gonna flip him for somebody else that's gonna probably help Cade a little bit because they was trying to trade him during the deadline, but he still got another year in Detroit. So,
You hear what he was talking like?
uh.
Bro, he don't want to go nowhere unless he said I'm not going nowhere unless I'm a second option. Bro, he turned down Denver to come to
He
Detroit.
he can go to Sacramento then.
Right.
Hey man,
Y'all come get Harrison Barnes, man.
Hey,
I'll
man.
take Harrison.
I was about to say, hell, you be straight. I'm telling you.
But I don't know, man. Harrison scared me, man.
Man, Harry, you be straight over there.
After that finals, dog, when he missed all them shots, bro.
He been kind of hooping since then, though.
I mean, yeah, man, but
He's a guy like you would want in a Tobias Harris position. Like I would want him to be my fourth guy for sure.
we don't.
And that's what Grant is. He's like a Harrison Barnes type of player, and you don't want him as your second best player. So they need some.
If you could swap, do you think he would be a better fit? Like, would you be more convinced if it was Tobias or Jeremy Grant with Philly? Or I mean, Jeremy Grant rather than Tobias with Philly. Would you be more convinced?
When he was on the Nuggets in the bubble, I gotta say that in the bubble. Because he was on the Nuggets team, right? That they went to the Western Conference Finals. They beat Kawhi and PG too, so he can help you win. Now he tripping, talking about he ain't gonna be on no good teams he can go to the Miami Heat because they whole team are number 2 options.
He turned down the money and went to Detroit, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that's how he feeling. That's how he wanna.
Hey, I respect it, man.
Hey, play your contract out. You and your agent can have that conversation in the off season, brother.
Big facts.
See, man. But yeah, man. I think that's a wrap for us tonight, fellas. That was a good pod. We want everybody that's listening or watching or whatever, to keep tuning in with us, man. We're gonna try to make a strong run throughout the playoffs and and the rest of the regular season. Good talk today, fellas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good basketball banter. Love it.
Yeah. Love it. Like I said, man, it's starting to get competitive. So, let's lock in, and I guess we see the people on the next pod.
Yes, sir. Follow the movement. Lakers, make that push, baby. Let's get it.
All right, we holla at y'all.
Jusballout!